So, you're going to have a baby. Welcome to Mother Love Child. Today, on this crisp November day, we're talking about the third stage of labor. It's chilly this morning. Some rain is coming. It sounds pretty. I bet you can hear it on the video. I don't know what it's going to end up sounding like, but right now it sounds kind of pretty. Yeah, so the third stage of labor, the time between the birth of the baby and the birth of the placenta. This is the most magical part of having a baby. Most magical. That moment we've been waiting for since we learned that we were expecting a baby, a child in our womb, and this is the moment that we have our baby in our arms, or the moment that our babies are brought into the air or water into the world. The third stage of labor is pretty short compared to the rest, and it goes by so fast because as a mother we are just enthralled with our babies. So let's talk through what happens. The baby is born. So if we're talking a physiologic birth, we'll just, instead of me going back and forth in my mind about different scenarios, we'll just talk about this scenario with a physiologic birth. What happens during third stage of labor? The baby is outside of the mother's body. The baby has been born. The mother is usually holding the baby. If not holding the baby right away, the mother sees the baby and is touching the baby. They meet within the mother. Her body has a moment of rest, just a moment, when all of the challenges of labor disappear. They're gone. The triumphant moment. She brought her baby into the world. The baby has come into the world. She paid attention. The baby is here. And so that lasts about a moment. And then the uterus will continue to contract. The uterus continues to contract to let go of, to release the placenta. Maybe I'll have a separate video just on placentas where I can dive into what is a placenta and what is it all about. But yeah, so the uterus continues to contract, continues to tense and do the work that it does to release the placenta. It doesn't always happen right away, and it is normal and physiologic for the placenta to be released anywhere between 5 minutes to a half hour, or maybe even an hour. The most common is the placenta releasing somewhere between 15 to 25 minutes. So one key takeaway is that there is no rush. There is no rush to get the placenta out of the mother. During a normal physiologic birth, free from any type of complication. There is no rush to help the placenta out in any way. The term that's often used for the third stage of labor when where a care provider is trying to help is called assertive management. Assertive management. They're asserting themselves into the normal physiologic process of labor and birth. And during normal physiologic third stage, free of complications, there is no rush and there is no need for a provider to offer assertive care during third stage of labor. So it's not necessary, and it can lead to other complications that maybe would not have arose if things were just let alone to do what the body already knows what to do. Okay. Now, I just noticed there's still some lilac blooms on my lilac bush. I'm sitting right in front of it this time. Oh, wow. Yeah, side note, 2 more lilacs. It's just so much fun. Just, I don't know, every couple weeks or so I look out and there's more. And it's the holiday season right now, and in my home it's Christmas time, and we have our tree and lights up, so I gave you some fun little scenery to look at behind me. But yeah, there's my side note. It's starting to feel and smell like Christmas, and before we know it, the winter solstice will be upon us. And there's just something about this time of year. There's just something about this time of year that it feels good, it smells good, it's uplifting. The songs, the music, family. It's just a very special, sacred time of year for me, and I love it. All right. The most important thing when it comes to the third stage of labor, I don't even know if that's the word I'm looking for. Important. There's profound, essential. I think that's the word. Most essential thing for the third stage of labor is to not disturb the mother-baby pair, or perhaps it's the mother-baby partner pair, whatever makes up that new family. Don't disturb them. Talk to your care providers about being allotted that time and that space for you and your baby and whoever's there with you, part of your family, to have that time and space to become acquainted, to meet your baby, to allow those natural instincts of caring for your baby to awaken. In our culture and in our society, we see care providers doing the physical care of the newborn directly following the birth. We see care providers stimulating babies. We see care providers drying off babies. We hear care providers telling mothers to talk to their babies. And we hear care providers speaking to the partners and telling them what to do. What if we just let them be? What if, as their care provider, we cared so much and we let them be? We let them have that moment of greeting their baby and allowing their instincts and intuition to kick in and allow them to stimulate their baby, allow them to dry off their baby, allow them to soak up this new being that is now connected to them. What if we cared so much that we just stepped back and allowed the mother and the family to just be together with the baby? That is a dream of mine. That one day, the norm, the most popular thing to do in every birth is to allow time and space, an undisturbed meeting of the baby with its new family. Oh, I think I know what I'll do on Wednesday for a guided relaxation. We will do a little guided relaxation and visualization when it comes to meeting your baby. Oh, it'll be wonderful. How wonderful that is to imagine the moment of meeting your baby for the first time. And imagine what that can be like if it is honored so much so that you are left undisturbed, that you are granted a space that doesn't interfere with you meeting your baby and you doing those first steps of caring for your newborn. I just realized there are some sirens in the background. So what I was saying, when maybe the sirens started, I'm not sure, but I know I was saying this, is how wonderful it would be for the mother and the baby to be given that time and space to become acquainted, undisturbed. This Wednesday, I'm going to set aside special time for you, and I'm going to create a beautiful little guided relaxation that will give you practice in releasing tension in your body, turning inward, and imagining that those first moments with your baby my baby's screaming. Those first moments with your baby without any interference, completely undisturbed. And you know what? You were born to do this. You are the boss of you, and you're worth quality care.